Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Madisonville Marine. Boy, the selection of boats down there is unbelievable. Skeeter bass boats, Godfrey Aqua Patio pontoons, Hurricane deck boats, G3 John boats, G3 Sports, all kinds of boats for whatever your need. And the beauty is Madisonville Marine, what they want to do is make sure you get the right boat for you. If you come in there thinking, well, we'll get a pontoon, they're going to talk to you. And if they realize what you're looking for is more of a deck boat, they're going to get you in the deck boat, even if the pontoon would be more money for them, because they know a happy boat owner will come back and a happy boat owner will say good things to other people. They look out for you. You are first. It's the most incredible customer service you'll ever find. That's why people have been going to Madisonville on Highway 411 North in Madisonville for years and years and years to get their boats. madmarine.com. Get down there and see them this week. All right. Midway point of the show each week, Chuck's going to be here, and we're going to talk a little bit about what he's looking at with the line for Florida. So we'll talk about the Florida stuff going on, also some injury stuff with Tennessee. But first, at this segment, we're going to do a little scoreboard watching with Josh Ward, and usually that will be games in the SEC that impact Tennessee in the standings, or games in the national rankings that could impact Tennessee's ranking. There's a different storyline this week. Let's go over to Josh. Josh, what's that different storyline?
Yeah, John, we saw in week one, we have the results week one and week two for you here. We saw the SEC struggled in the first week, and we wondered, okay, well, week two, you have Alabama, which will have a chance to showcase what the SEC can do, and Texas A&M with the new staff and all that talent. Will things get better? The answer is no. They, in some ways, got a little bit worse. So look at week two, Alabama at home against Texas. It's the big game of the weekend, and Alabama came out of the game still with the quarterback question. Nick Saban admitted after the game, yeah, we considered or thought about taking Jalen Milroe out. There's still a QB question. Plus, the defense showed issues again like it did last season. Texas A&M playing at Miami, a chance to show what this offense can do. Well, it did okay. Miami scored 48 points. All of a sudden, Texas A&M's defense has a concern. You see the Vanderbilt result as well, losing by 16 at Wake Forest, showing Vanderbilt probably still where Vanderbilt is. 6 games, all 6 games, the SEC lost by double digits. Plus, games that aren't on the board, Kentucky had a tough time with Eastern Kentucky. Missouri was fortunate to beat Middle Tennessee. Auburn went on the road to Cal and won 14-10, a bottom-tier Pac-12 team. So the SEC as a conference, all of a sudden, 2 weeks in, has real questions. Now, from Tennessee's perspective, a bunch of Tennessee opponents here. Is that good news for Tennessee? Well, John, maybe we'll get an idea next week, because one of these teams on the board, Florida, which struggled in week one, Tennessee will go to Florida this upcoming week.
Very good. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Chuck, I want to talk about Florida a little bit. You've already got your line formulated for Tennessee, Florida. We'll reveal that a little bit later, and people at home can play against it for a chance to win fabulous prizes. But what types of things were you considering when you put the line together this week?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've really been impressed with Tennessee's depth, because let's don't forget.
Yeah, that's good. We got a graphic of some of the guys they've been playing
Right.
without.
I mean, you've got Cooper Mays has not played, your starting center. You also have Elijah Simmons, a key defensive lineman.
Yeah.
You've been able to overcome that. And now you've got Keenan Pilley, a linebacker, is going to be out. So you've been able to put some people out there, not only get a body on the field, but can make plays.
So far, against the Virginias and Austin Peay. We'll see if they can do it against Florida. And then Florida took care of McNeese State.
Right.
But
Well, I mean, that's an FCS team. They did what they're supposed to. I mean, it was, what was it, 49-7 or something?
about 500 yards of offense.
Yes, and I even noticed they scored on 5 straight possessions. But still, they're having issues. They botched a snap on an extra point. They continue to have problems jumping off sides on 3rd down. So they got some stuff they need to clean up too.
All right, very good. Well, when we come a little bit later, we'll have you reveal the line, the Cavalaris line for Tennessee, Florida. But first, when we come back, a history lesson on the Volunteers going to the swamp. Bear with us, because we're also going to talk about why Tennessee will snap a 20-year losing streak at Gainesville. Next, coming back on the Sports Source.